Alright, today we have the T-Mobile REVVL 5G, and we're going to try the cases from the GoTo case. That might be T-Mobile's house brand. I don't know. I've never seen it anywhere except for T-Mobile, and we got an OtterBox, of course. So this one, so I like that. It's a hard shell. I don't like them on the flimsy ones, so I like that. It just pops right in there. So that way you can still see how cool that back case looks. And it does offer, a little bit of protection. Oh, there's even this little protector back here. So that's even more of the shine. So we like that. So that's pretty good. So if I was using this, if this was going to be my daily driver phone, I would keep this case on it. Now my son's going to be using it, so I'll probably put him in the OtterBox. Although he likes the OtterBoxes, so that's a win for me. Anyhow, they are a little more pricey, of course. This one is the Commuter Lite. Ordered these off of T-Mobile's site. This is the, double style here. You have the rubber section, and then the hard shell clips on the back here. Alright. So that's a beefy case, but you still have access to your ports. You can still see your USB-C, your speaker holes are lined up, and the headphone jack is up here. So you can see the headphone jack still fits in just fine with the OtterBox. No issues there. And the USB-C would fit in as well. So this phone does not do wireless charging anyhow, so you don't have to worry about that. You can still access your buttons. You see if I hit that, volume works fine. If I hit the power button, it turns it off. So pretty good. Let's take another look at the other case. OtterBox offers a lot of protection, but always feels like you're going to break the phone when you take it out of there. Same deal there. We have a little bit of lip, so it will protect it if you put it face down. Obviously the cutout for the fingerprint sensor is pretty good. And obviously no problem there getting to the USB-C port. Just fine. And then obviously the headphone jack works fine as well. A little trickier to hit the power button. It's a lot stiffer, I think, than it is on the OtterBox. Now the volume buttons almost feel better because they stick up a little higher. So yeah, the case is pretty good because it still shows off how cool that back is. I still feel like that's one of the coolest looking phones I've ever seen. If it was larger, like the size of my Note here, I would be more into that phone. I mean, it looks kind of similar here, but you can tell a lot difference when you turn the screens on. Obviously, the Note is substantially larger, and I have a big hand, so I want a big screen. And obviously, I pay all the bills, so I want the most expensive phone. So in the interim, I went back to this OtterBox case, and we put a SIM card in here. So that's my Wi-Fi speeds, in case you're just wondering how it performs in general, in case you don't have the phone. Wi-Fi testing is doing stellar. In fact, it tested better on Wi-Fi than my Note 10, or Note 20, I'm sorry, and the A71. And we're about 20 feet away from my Google Wi-Fi router, and which tops out. I mean, my spectrum speed should be 925 down and 35 up, or 950 down, something like that. The Google will top out around 400 something. So this is getting pretty close to the max, which is pretty good. I'm gonna turn it off now and go back to 5G service. Okay, this is getting up here again now. That's good. So now we're on the 5G service. It still probably won't show it here. It still shows LTE. Again, we haven't left the house. I haven't left the house. In the other video, I was testing it. It never left LTE. I tried airplane mode and all that, but that's still not a bad LTE score. I mean, the 5G obviously is promises a much better speed, but the T-Mobile version of those speeds, a T-Mobile version of 5G is meant to be more, better building penetration, better connectivity, and things like that, right? So it's kind of like weaving the framework together a little better. But I just thought you wanted to see an idea. And the point of this video is just to show the cases, because these lower end phones, a lot of times you don't get to see cases. Obviously, it's a 5G phone. That's the appeal of such a cheap 5G phone. I'm not getting 5G here. I do have a separate video I'm making, and I'll drive around town, do some more tests. But as of now, in my basement in Louisville, Kentucky, we're not getting on 5G. There is 5G in Louisville, Kentucky, and sometimes my house picks it up, sometimes it doesn't. But either way, that's a solid 4G score, right? So, alright, thanks for checking me out. Let me know if you have any comments, if you want anything you want me to check. Any questions about these cases, or if anything else you want to test with the phone itself. But so far, we're really liking the phone. We're going to do a much deeper dive into it, but for now, I'm liking the phone. I like both these cases, but again, he's a child. He previously had this one, and you can see how beat the shit. This is an OtterBox case, even though it's clear. You can see how beat the shit it is, so I'm going to probably make him use this one so he doesn't destroy this phone. Alright, thanks for checking me out. Go ahead and leave me a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Alright, thanks.